And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the New York Yankees. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport, Mookie Betts. Always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Garrett Cole. Singing he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes them out. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Shohei Ohtani stands in now and watches strike one. That's inside. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
There's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Kicks and fires.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Just missing there. And it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Here's Mookie to hit. The National League leader in runs batted in this year. That one's in there. 0-1.
0-1.
Ohtani on at first, nobody out. That one almost got him. Fastball in for a strike, and the count 1-2.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stand on that double play.
Shohei on the go. Inside, and it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That's in for a strike. First and second, no outs here in the second game of the series. Next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, there's no hiding in this spot. Bases loaded now, and no more wiggle room for any more mistakes like that.
Here's Jason Hayward. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Kicks and deals.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Left-hand batter waits. That one just missing inside. Now 2-2.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
All loaded up, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's one. They complete the double play, but the run scores. It's 1-0.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Here comes Chris Taylor. And a foul ball. Two outs. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here's the center fielder, James Outman. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
The pitch. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Cole maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched.
Lays out, but it's off his glove. Base hit, and the inning continues. That ball was Absol after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Yeah, that's a little bit high. 1-0. Outman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fastball for a strike.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Righty delivers. Up and in, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
And a pitch. Got a good eye there. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
The 3-1. And there's ball 4.
Help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. Two on, 2 outs. This is again 5 in a row.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 2-1. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And the slider just misses.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
On the corner for a strike. Bounce to the left side. They take the force out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back in the Bronx, Our starter in this one, Shohei Ohtani. And singing, it's not hard to see, he's been outstanding.
Well, you just take a look at the numbers, ERA in the low ones. He's clearly been one of the best pitchers in the league this year. I mean, just dynamic stuff. It's electric as well as it comes through the zone. Hitters trying to figure out what he's doing. So hard to think with. And the only bad thing for him is that your ERA can really only go up. It's hard to take it down lower unless you throw a shutout. So we'll see what he's got in this one.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
Throw on to Freeman, and Gleyber Torres retired. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Anthony Volpe.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Alex Verdugo in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ohtani, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. One down, base is empty. Bounce to the right, Lux. Tosses to first, and Verdugo is set down.
Batting third, the center fielder, Aaron.
2 outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge at the plate. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Back in the Bronx, new inning getting started, and stepping in is the speedy Gavin Lux. Cole back to work. Swing and a pop-up. Volpe settles under this one, makes the catch, and there's one down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
So the lineup flips over. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1.
Well, with Ohtani on the mound today, you think about how big of a star he's become in the U.S., but his dog, Decoy, stole the show away from his master when he was being awarded his second MVP. He's just so darn cute.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Ohtani's dog is so popular now, the U.S. ambassador to Japan gave Decoy a fake visa as a present during a visit with Shohei. His passport and control info were listed as MVP pup and good boy. Tell you what, Decoy is living the dream.
The pitch. That one missing inside. 1 out, base is empty. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Man at first. Here's Mookie Betts.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Checks over to first, back safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
But Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
The pitch. Shohei on the go. There's a ball. Throw to second. Tag. out at second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
2 down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike. And another ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
2 outs, base is empty. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Fly ball down the line. Fair ball. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. And now it's going to be Jason Hayward. He's 0 for 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Betts on second. Freeman at first. 2 out of the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's outside. The pitch stays alive. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around third. He scores, and they lead by 4. And that's a 2-out double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So 2 on with 2 away. Chris Taylor now. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. It's 6-0.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Garrett Cole is done in this one. Walk's a big problem for him today as he leaves on the hook for the loss. Back after a quick break with the new pitcher. Ian Hamilton comes on now. 32nd appearance. And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Two outs. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Movement in the bullpen. Tommy Kahnle, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Hamilton checks the runner, and he's back in safely. Backed off the plate that time.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
And a base hit right there. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Here's Kike Hernandez. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. In the air, left side. Verdugo gets under it. Brings it in. And that'll do it. So they get 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Yankees nothing. Back for more from the Bronx. On Soto now.
The right fielder.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work.
1-0.
Pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Ohtani, 29 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Just missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 3. And the right-hander deals. And that one fouled off. Got him. 1 down. And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
There's a strike. And the pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Outman on his way over. Makes the grab for the second out.
Batting 6. The catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up.
And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. On to the 3rd inning, and up to the plate is Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Hamilton back to work. And that's in there at the knees.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
And here it comes. Ground ball left side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now that second base.
And now it's Gavin Lux. 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Righty to the plate. Line drive. Caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So the batting order turns over. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's outside. And that's ball one.
Boo, who doesn't love to watch Shohei play baseball? I mean, voters certainly did when they made him the unanimous choice for MVP in the American League in 2023. It was an easy choice. He had that award wrapped up by August.
Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Well, as expected, Ohtani was great on the mound and at the plate that year. He struck out more than 11 batters every 9 innings he pitched and hit 44 home runs in the process.
Rips that one to right. 2 away. Man at first, and now it's Mookie Betts. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. His 26th of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-0.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ground and through it, and it went a long way.
So 2 down, and the batter now, Freddie Freeman. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. That one finds the zone. 0-1. To the right side, Torres tosses to first, and that is the inning. Mookie Betts brings the noise on this home run. It's now an 8-0 game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and here is Anthony Rizzo.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Lux throws to first in time. Rizzo out of the play.
Batting in, the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
One down, base is empty. Out to short. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Oswald.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. First pitch just misses. The Dodgers up big in this one here in the last half of the third. And a foul ball. Hit in the air, right field. Taylor in position and makes the grab. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the fourth. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Jason Hayward. Here comes a pitch. Splits the plate. That's strike one. Saying 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight, come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
And down on strikes he goes. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Taylor stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
And that's off the inside edge. Yeah, the count 1-2. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
And the righty deals. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Wells gathers. Throws to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
The center fielder,
James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately,
second game of the series.
There's one guy that I can think about who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
And a pitch. And they'll do it again. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. And the next pitch is way outside. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
And up next for Los Angeles, Kike Hernandez. Pitch is in there. Strike one.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside.
Just missed. That one's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Outman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. That misses. And a full count now. Will Smith up next for the Dodgers. 3-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So the Dodgers leave one as it remains an 8-0 game. Back at Yankee Stadium, John Chapman and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Gleyber Torres. The right-hander back to work. That one at the knees for a strike.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders' inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay throw, but he's in there easily.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So man aboard. And next for New York, Aaron Judge. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
As he was out front that time. Up and in, and now it's even 1-1.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Man at second. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, 2 out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
On the ground, right side. Throw on to Freeman. Third out, and that ends the frame. The Yanks lead one, still 8-0. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Ron Marinaccio.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. First-round pick out of Louisville in 2016. The pitch. Marinaccio. In his 3rd season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Now the 0-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. And there's one down.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Now it's the second baseman, Gavin Lux. And that one a little below the knees, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Inside, just missed. The Dodgers up big in this one, and we're at the top of the fifth. Two now. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Now a fly ball to right center. Touches down, that's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now down.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Just missed.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
And another ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. Right through there for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Kicks and fires. That clips the corner. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
The batter.
Man at first. Here's Mookie now. He's already homered in this game. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. First pitch misses.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Really hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. One left for LA as the lead holds at 8-0. Back here in New York, leading off, Giancarlo Stanton.
The designated hitter.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And that one finds its way through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now
only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, dude, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And one gone.
Now
Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-1. The pitch. And a foul ball. The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Left-hand hitter waits. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. And another ball.
2-2.
just off the outside part of the plate. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. Left-hand batter waits. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Right, the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at-bat alone. Really making him work out there.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe, grounded out his first time. That's out to center field. Outman under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 1 left for the Yankees, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Top 6, and here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
Marinaccio back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Lobber to right field, way back, gone. He'll circle the bases, and they add to their lead. It's 9-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jason Hayward. 1 for 3. That misses off the outside edge. The 1-0. There's a swing and a drive. Say goodbye to that one. Home run number 10 on the year, and they add a run. It's 10-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly...
Mike Wong. Taylor, a middle infielder by trade, played his college baseball at the University of Virginia. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Now one miss.
That's the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
3 ball.
And the slider just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Struck him out looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And next for L.A., James Outman. Pulls that one foul. Righty delivers. And there's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Hernandez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. And he grounds one to the right side. Oh, great stop. Goes to second. Safe there. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
First and second, one out. Now it's going to be Will Smith. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Ground ball could be two. Volpe, one at second. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 10-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the sixth, down the third baseman, Oswald Peraza. The pitch. On the ground to first. Freeman takes it himself, one away, bottom of the sixth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, a great grab on the dive from his backside. Pretty nice play there.
What an acrobatic play right there. Knocks it down, throws from the seat of his pants, and just looks like he's playing in the backyard. He makes it look really easy.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's Alex Verdugo. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
Out towards right center field. Taylor, long run on his horse. He makes the grab, and that ends the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Scott Efros. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 59, Scott.
Gavin Lux steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Gavin Lux.
The pitch. Swung on, belted. That's going back. Back some more. And it is gone. He shoots one out to right. It's 11-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. There's the strike.
0-1.
The pitch.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And the 0-2. Next offering is outside. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Caleb Ferguson getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Canely getting cranked up as well. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here's Mookie Betts now. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. A gigantic blast. His second home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 13-0.
There was a high slider, but he did a really good job of staying on plane with it, staying slightly above it with his hands. Hit that ball hard, and he got rewarded.
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Caleb Ferguson. He's into the game with the bases empty. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And a pitch. Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That missed inside. 1-2 the count.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And it skips in the dirt.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Jason Hayward steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. The Dodgers up big in this one here at the top half of inning number 7. Ball one there. And that's in for a strike. Wouldn't chase that time. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
The right fielder, number 3.
Chris Taylor steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
First pitch, not close. That clips the corner. There's the strike at the knees. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the second game of the series. And down on strikes. And that is that. Mookie Betts with the big strike in the inning. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. You're dialed into the show. Bottom of the inning, and here is Aaron Judge. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And here it comes. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Got him swinging.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no mess in a pop he was dealing with at the plate.
That one ripped left field. Hayward going back. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Right through there for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Two down, nobody on. Goes down looking. Yanks held in check. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. And we're back. And now James Outman.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
And a pitch. There's a strike. Ferguson, a 6'3" lefty, 27 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Here comes a pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. Activity in the bullpen. Victor Gonzalez getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Canely, a right-hander, loosening up as well. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And another ball. Next pitch is outside.
Okay.
He goes down looking.
Fastball inside just freezes the hitter. I don't think he was ready to pull the trigger. A lot of times hitters are looking away, and that one locked him up.
Here's the third baseman, Enrique Hernandez. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. And there's a ball.
It's a good take.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Chop to third. Peraza sends it across the first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they still hold a commanding 13-0 lead. Back now in the Bronx. And now Austin Wells.
The catcher, Austin Wells.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Ohtani still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
Righty to the plate.
Ball 2.
Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Now
just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So digging in, Anthony Rizzo. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1. On the ground to third. To second, there's one. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. He did not go around. Swings through that one for strike one. Right through there for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back in the Bronx, we go to the 9th. Now it's the second baseman, Gavin Lux.
The second baseman, Gavin Lux.
Ferguson back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jonathan Loaisiga up and loosening in the pen. And the pitch. That misses. And 1-1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
1-2.
And that one missing low. Wouldn't chase that time. Struck him out looking. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And the first pitch misses for ball one. The Dodgers up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. Next pitch is outside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Kicks and fires. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. One down, base is empty. And that one off the outside edge. This to third. Rolls across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Mookie Betts. And that one finds its way through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. There's a strike. And he deals. Pitch misses. 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Fastball for a strike. 1-2. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 15-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Next to hit, Jason Hayward. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Good eye in that spot. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
At the belt and fires. That one just misses, and that's ball 2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back for more from the Bronx. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. And the right-hander back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. And it's fouled away.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Bounce to the left side, and it stays fair. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And here is Alex Verdugo. Peraza over at second. Torres on at first with nobody out. On the ground, 2 ball. Freeman tossed to second. They get the double play, and just 1 out to go now.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Judge in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
They're down to their final strike. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
No wonder if he...
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is the ball game.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
This one ends 15-0. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.